lovely Laveau and Pam are something else. Let's start the show off right.
I ain't heard that in a long time.
Ooh, that felt good, huh?
It's been a while
Oh,
since
we went Stained? I thought we was gonna go.
heard
Been a long
our
time.
intro
We shouldn't have-
play.
We
It's
should have
been a
left
while.
you
I'm sorry.
with a dope beat to step to. What are
Hey.
you doing? What?
Nah, you know what I mean? It's blue light in the background, babe. I
Oh,
wasn't
the
feeling no.
Stain?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Damn.
Yeah, what you know what I mean? Why not?
My bad.
They expect me to go hip hop.
Well, I, because I was gonna pull Paramore out the back, because if we gonna go in our bag, we go in our bag.
I feel like that's very on brand for the lovely brand.
You're right.
I on the other hand, I don't know if I could pick a Paramore song out of a
Stained worked beautifully. I'm very surprised. I didn't even know you had that in your repertoire. You shocked me.
Oh yeah. I'm weird.
Fair enough.
How you doing? How's it going?
It's good. It's been a while since I've seen your face on camera like this.
Word.
It's a fun time. But tell the people who you are if they forgot.
I'm Ilfan79 on your social media choice, aka the On Anderson of podcasting, aka Captain Brew Albano, Brew Diamond Phillips, Thickest Dragon Steamboat, Pod Champ Pod, God's favorite podcast, the Potty Piper. I'm here to podcast, chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of Hawaiian punch bubble yum.
All right.
And my tag team partner.
As always, it's your girl, Lovely Laveau. At this time, I just want to simply let y'all know that we have an amazing special guest today. Now, it had to be special for me and this Bama to join forces and have a random show. Okay? So, without further ado, I want to introduce you to one half of one of the greatest tag teams of all time, the Main Event. And not only that, he is the new and first Black IWC World Heavyweight Champion, the metahuman himself. We have Mr. Duke Davis in the building, sir.
You hear the crowd going crazy. That was an awesome introduction. I appreciate both of you guys, man, for sure.
Of course.
And Lovely, thanks for having me on the pod.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Of
Should I be I think I'm in
portrait.
Landscape? I'm in portrait right now.
You the champ. We just here to showcase you. If you want to show them in portrait so they can see all the muscles and things like that, hey, I ain't got nothing to say.
Nah, like they'll see more like my beautiful lamp and plants and whatever, but I don't know. I think I like landscape better. I think I like portrait.
See, I was right the first time. We get to see all your muscles and things. How you feeling? How you doing?
I feel good. That's a great. Thank you for asking. I like people ask me how I'm doing because people don't do that no more. But I'm doing good. Doing blessed. I feel good. So yeah, I'm here.
Wonderful.
I appreciate you. The wonderful too.
Stop.
Got the red with the black. You know what I mean? Doing things with the locks.
What the hell? What she do?
Yeah, I mean,
that shit feels stupid. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what you was
doing. Tell you how
I was gonna let you rock out.
I don't know what that bitch be doing.
I ain't gonna stop you from what you're doing.
I hate it here. Go ahead, fam.
So let's, because you have not been here before. Welcome to the platform. Welcome to Black Rasslin. Welcome to Somethin Else. We don't talk wrestling on. We don't talk wrestling.
Good.
We're gonna talk wrestling today.
Oh, you don't have to.
Well, I mean, we're gonna talk you wrestling.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk life. Life is very much more interesting.
It always is. It always is. But let's kind of give the folks a baseline. I guess let's start with who you are, where you from, and what does that where you're from kind of play into what it is that you do in that ring.
I'm Duke Davis once again. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. A lot of people know Norfolk for wrestling, and That's pretty much it. Like Norfolk in the clips, basically. Timberland and Magoo or something. But you know, Norfolk, Virginia itself, I would say is like a background music to my life, like the soundtrack to my life. It's a lot of like Virginia things. So like I'm I'm born in the heart of Norfolk. You know what I'm saying? Deep Paul Hospital. It's right off the exit, so it's like right in the middle of everything. I was raised on West 35th Street, um, Park Place. So a lot of my childhood was based off of like, you know what I'm saying, being outside and being a kid. Uh, I was around a bunch of kids that had a lot of energy. And my grandma saw that I had too much energy one day 'cause I was just ripping and running inside, outside. She was tired of me. She was like, yo, sit down. And I sat down. She turned the TV on. She said, watch this and be quiet. And she turned on wrestling. And it opened up something in my mind that I don't even think she knew what she was doing, but she basically like opened me up to a whole different world. And Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen was cutting the promo. And every Saturday, you know what I'm saying, they were like 10, 11 o'clock. I was tuned in.
Now, when
And
you
see,
say, "Oh, go ahead," excuse me.
I'm sorry, just because he said like he mentioned Virginia and you know Maryland, Virginia, kind of the roof of the South.
I knew it was coming.
Technically, like, but no, more so Mid Atlantic and the history of pro wrestling in the Mid Atlantic. You mentioned Ric Flair. We know North Carolina. We know specifically Baltimore, Great American Bash. That Mid Atlantic area is really a historic part of pro wrestling. What do you remember from like from the baseline? Like what was like, oh, that's my guy right there.
Well, I only like real feel like a wrestlers or tag teams that make me feel something. And the first tag team that ever like scared me to death to the point of me hiding behind the couch watching, like they were gonna come through the TV, um, was the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal. And when I saw them, it was just like, yo, that's they gotta be real. You know, that's it felt like monsters coming to life on television. And that became like my favorite tag team because I was scared of them. So they made me feel something. Like Ric Flair, when he talks, he makes you feel something. You know what I mean? Sting has one of the best comebacks between him and uh, Ricky the Dragon. They both have the best comebacks, and they make you feel their passion when they, you know. And I think I was just a WCW NWA kid, and I don't have like one particular wrestler that I love more than anybody else. But WCW meant something to me that as a kid was just like, this is ours type thing. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't the WWF at the time, WWE, because WWE at the time was more like glitz and glam.
Mm.
It felt like WCW was more like real people fighting to the point where I thought they lived in Virginia because they always was around Norfolk and Hampton or Richmond. I felt like they just lived out here, you know, what I mean? Well, out there. Uh, I thought they lived in the scope because they was all wrestling in the scope. So yeah, uh, WCW is like something that grabbed me early as a kid and was just like, yo, I'm addicted. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
addicted.
that's something that I have noticed a lot for people who are either indie wrestlers still or huge fans of independent wrestling. WCW was the heart and soul because it gave you that energy of the indie crowd, but it was on TV. What outside of the Road Warriors, what made you say, "All right, I'm gonna try this"? What was the moment for you?
The moment, the moment for me was watching WrestleMania 17, the TLC 2 match.
Mm,
Um, Hardy's 3D Edge and Christian. That match made me. It was so incredible. Like I begged my mom, like I begged her to get this pay per view, and I've never asked for pay per view before. It just so happened that this is the one that I felt like I need to watch this. My life depends on it. I don't know what I said to her, but whatever I said, man, it worked because usually it's a quick no. This time it was like, okay, all right, dude. And then she got, food and stuff like that. We watched WrestleMania. I recorded it on one of my sisters, like I think it was like Rugrats movie. I recorded
Good.
over
Thank you
it.
for recording over Tommy Pickles. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and like I wasn't in the Rugrats. I really didn't care. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
But like, but like they had like you know this orange tape, and I remember saying like I'm never gonna forget this tape. That's one of the reasons why I got it. That's one of the reasons why I use the orange tape, so I can always find it because back in the day, black VHSs, everything looked the same. You get lost in it, and I didn't want to lose it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
grab that wrong one.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
watched that match. I used to come home from school. I watched it, and then I watched it again right after. Then I watched it before I went to sleep. Then I watched it when I came home from school. I used to watch before I went out to go practice. Like I watched that pay per view and specifically that match. I want to say the first 2 weeks I had the tape. I watched it probably like 20 times.
Mm.
I
So they
just was
had
addicted.
that kind of impact.
Yeah, I couldn't get enough.
Yeah.
It got real dark in my house. Hold on, I need to hit a light.
It's there's a storm traveling. It hit him first, so it's it's crazy.
Yeah, what is going on? It got real dark in here. Like it
It
got real
definitely did.
ominous. It's like, yeah, he's talking about WrestleMania 17 again. Don't make it dark.
So yeah, so definitely understanding, especially being, I like to call you guys the pride of Pittsburgh. So
Mhm.
seeing that
The
match,
standard.
the standard, of course, yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have my moment of gush. Screw you, fam. I'm gonna have my moment. I have been telling Bama's watching this right now for the last 5, maybe 6 years about this one particular tag team. I have been telling y'all consistently that you need to pay attention to the main event. Now I know that there's 2 main events, but you know which one I'm talking about. Talking about
Oh,
the
we just
2
go by
men titles.
TME. So,
Yeah, it's my hold on, because
all
this is
right.
my plug.
Okay.
Okay, I've been telling y'all, pay attention to these guys because not only do they look, sound, and wrestle ready, they are ready. And now you're starting to see the fruits of the labor because now he's transitioned from being arguably the greatest tag team on the indie scene to now being in 24 years the first black world heavyweight champion for IWC. I'm not gonna tell y'all niggas I was right, but I'm gonna tell
y'all niggas. I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all.
give me my 10. I told y'all. How does that feel from transitioning from being the standard, being the tag team that is looked at as the guys, to now being Duke Davis, the guy? How does that feel?
Um, it's interesting. Like I had to sit with it one day because it was like on my mind. Um, because I'm a tag team guy. I started wrestling. I started training, and then I met Gannon really early, and then we started talking about tagging. Right. So after I was done training, I only had probably like maybe 5 matches, maybe 5, and then we start tag team. So that's been from 2016 to now. You know what I'm saying? That's all I've done. So I never thought about being a singles, quote unquote, singles wrestler. Because I was just like, yo, I did single stuff, here and there, you know what I mean? But wasn't like I wasn't, but it was like, I'm a tag team guy, man. Nah, I'm cool. So it never became a thing until it became a thing. I took a break. When I came back, I was like, I'm gonna do something different. And I wasn't sure what that was. And then and I thought about like, I want to do singles for a minute at IWC and see what happens. See what I could do, how I could push myself. Because that's basically what I was trying to do. Is really just push myself out of my comfort zone. And you know, 24 years to put in perspective, 24 years of you know not having a black champion. I don't put that on any one particular. It's basically the time. There's a lot of places like that. You know what I mean? It's just the time and the era. Same time, there wasn't like a lot of black guys wrestling at IWC.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like one or two, if that. So then you put in perspective, like the person I just faced for the title, he was the champ for 931 days. So he's been the champ as far as me for the past 3 years, right? So that means like also I've been tag team champ, so I wasn't thinking about it. But when it came to thing I was thinking about, it was like, wow, it hit me like a couple days after. And I was like, wow, man, like this is heavy, you know, and it's a responsibility that goes on my shoulders if I like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like I love it though. I happen to love it. And to represent, not just black people, all people, but the culture,
Mm.
is big. You know what I mean? And the culture for me just is everything. And representation matters. So being in this point right here, it is it's humbling, but it's also challenging, and it's pushing me to go places where I didn't think I would be going in my career, and I love it.
Mm. I love that.
That's that's very poignant. What exactly does it mean for a promotion to say, "Hey, you're my guy," right? You are our flag bearer, our standard bearer. How does that, like, what does that do to you psychologically, and just what does it really mean to you?
Ooh, another thing I actually thought about. I think I was talking to somebody about this. I was explaining it, breaking it down to him. But your question is a little more straightforward. For generations, the person that had the belt, right, the champion was normally the person that owned the company,
Mm.
and then it became the son that owned, or the nephew, or you know what I mean. It was always family oriented. So once it started becoming, more independent, less like territorial, it was who do we trust the most? In some places, it still was the owner of the company, but it was become who do we trust the most that is going to show up, that's going to be a good character guy, not a hole in the locker room, and it's going to work whoever we bring in, whoever it may be, right? That's what it became. So it became more like a tip of the hat to the wrestler from the office. And my thing is like I came from being a tag team wrestler to the singles.
Mm.
Like the switch is way crazier if you become a single, become a tag team guy. Like they look at me like a tag team guy, right? The crowd does. And the basic work their mind to just see me as a singles guy. And not that's that they ride with me. And then the company starts to ride with me. That is like that's not just handing you the ball, it's handing you everything. Like, let's go out there and win. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Do whatever you gotta do to win. But they trust me in it because they know I love the company. I love wrestling. I'm passionate about it. And man, I gotta be honest with you, just a heavy thing to walk around with because they ain't have to do it. You know what I mean? They ain't, a lot of things can happen and change for me. I'm always like, yeah, we'll see. You know what I mean? I'm always like, we'll see. But for them to say, look at me in my eyes and tell me you're the guy, you know, and also tell me right before I go out, like, hey, thank you before
Mm.
you go do this. Thank you for everything you do for the company,
Yeah.
and we love you. And that was one of those moments. It was like, wow, I've never wrestled so free after those words,
Mm.
Hmm.
and I think I've just been riding that high, that freeness ever since. Where like can't nothing bother me. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm confident in what I got going on. I believe in myself because this company is like, oh, we putting it on your back, and we know you can handle it.
Yeah. And it's
So yeah,
interesting. It's so interesting to hear you say that, to hear those words that I'm sure people mumble when you walk by, like that, Duke, that guy, I'm happy to hear. But to hear
yeah,
it from someone, especially people that you respect, it does put a different battery pack in you, especially for you over the last few years, wearing so much of your heart on your sleeve in this game and
yeah,
exposing who you are through tragedy and just continuing to excel. How is do you feel some, I don't want to use the word vindication, but do you feel some sort of job well done for yourself?
Yeah, I did for a while, but then it was like back to work. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? It was like it was like the the week after I was like, all right, back to work. Let's go. You know what I mean? It was like, all right, what we got going on? You
yeah.
know what I mean? But with our schedule, it's easy to get back into work because every weekend or every other weekend we move and groove it. So it's easy just to be like, oh, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I sat with it, and it definitely was a job well done. But for me, it was just like, all right, now I give myself another challenge. You know what I'm saying? I got a personal challenge uh, for my body, for my work, and just a whole bunch of little stuff that I just got written down. Like, yo, this is what you got to do.
Yeah.
This is the goals. This is where we're gonna go. This is what we're gonna do, regardless of whatever happens. This is what you got to focus on. And yeah, the job well done. And then now it's like, oh, we got to go eat. We got macaroni. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go eat, man. We gotta put butts in seats. You know.
Yeah.
So I've seen you live a couple times outside. Now I do the indie thing. I love indie pro wrestling. I love black indie pro wrestling.
Turn that up.
What what makes you gentlemen, TME, stand out is y'all are very pro wrestling looking pro wrestlers. Like y'all
Mhm.
walk through the goddamn grocery store, ain't nobody being like, I wonder if he work at the bank. Nobody ever says that, right?
That's funny.
Yeah, nah, that is hilarious
So
though.
my
But you chose
question,
bank.
That's funny.
my
That's funny.
question, I guess, is twofold. What are they feeding you, Norfolk niggas, right? And then secondly, what are some of the reactions you've gotten in real life? Like, God dang, you're a big kid. Like, you know what I mean? What are some of the reactions you've gotten?
Well, I tell you this about the food in Norfolk, right? Since we're talking about it, yo, my grandma used to make, man, the best catfish, the
Mhm.
best collard greens. Oh man, uh, what
Sweet Tea
else
is
she
still down
do?
there?
Huh?
Sweet Tea is still jumping down there?
I don't know.
Sweet
I didn't
Tea's
go
go
to the
down, Sweet Tea. If you ain't been down Sweet Tea's down Norfolk, boy. Listen, my
nah.
mama live down that way.
We don't. I wasn't allowed to eat outside my grandma's house unless I was going to the Chinese joint.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
All
Up on
right.
Colley Avenue. You know what I mean? That was the only. That's what I mean. We ain't even eat McDonald's back then. You ain't bring no outside food to grandma's house.
Okay.
That's why he that
Yeah,
damn big. Is because he ain't had
Yeah.
that's
that
what I'm
processed
saying.
stuff.
My grandma used to cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
like, I used to sit there up under and eat all the time. Like, yo, grandma cooking. I ain't too far away. You know what I mean? Like, I'm close to the kitchen playing. You know what I mean? Wait for my plate. But yeah, but that's one thing about my childhood. I was always in the kitchen. But as far as you should ask me about TME. Ask that question again.
Just
React.
what reactions have you gotten like in public?
Oh,
Like,
in
good
real
God.
life.
Yeah.
Oh man. Uh it's been all positive stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I do get the whole. You know what I'm saying? People thought I played football for the Steelers because I live in Pittsburgh, right? People thought, like, really thought, like, they used to stop me on the south side. It's called Caution Street. It's basically where everyone goes out, right? Drinking or whatever have you. And this girl just stopped me and was like, she was obviously drunk and
Sure.
and obviously white, but she stopped me. This black woman ain't just gonna stop me. You know what I mean? But she stopped me. She was like, "Yo, you're Montavious Bryan." I'm like, I'm not him
That's
because we
funny.
had dreadlocks. You know what I'm saying? It was like, "Yo, you're this." Her friends come like they make it a big thing, and now I have to take pictures with these people because they believe. And then my friends are like egging them on, like, "Yo, Dave, take the picture. Yo, come on."
Crazy.
That's
I'm
what you
like, "Yo,
no, that's
y'all
what you're
are
supposed to do.
wild."
That's crazy.
That's what you're supposed to
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
They egging it on. So I had to take pictures. Like, I mean, I go out in the store You know what I'm saying? My partner, she looking because she's shorter. She's like 5'2", bless her. Well, she's not that tall.
I
She like she like 5 foot, 5'1". I'm giving her a couple inches, right?
You being nice.
But she not very tall. But like, so I'm 6'5", so I'm in a stratosphere where it's rare to see someone my height, right? Or taller. It's rare. But walk around everyday life, everyone's like 5'5" to 5'8". So she looking and seeing people's eye contact and seeing what people's doing. She's like, yo, always it's like the whole time we was in the store, they just keep looking at you. It's like this woman almost ran into the casing because she was staring at you. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm not noticing because I'm doing my normal shit. I'm being me. And it's like, yeah, you add muscles to it. You add that I don't like wearing a lot of clothes. And people gonna start looking and pointing. You know, it's all been positive though. Nothing crazy has come up. Like nobody like harassed me and nothing like that.
The craziest dynamic is anyone who's ever seen you wrestle, because I've been watching from the day that I've seen you guys. And I was like, hold on, I don't know who they are, but ooh wee. But it's crazy to watch you guys perform from the entrance to the outro. It's so much high intensity. It's so much just energy. It's just if you are in the room when especially Duke Davis comes out, you also feel like you can run through a brick wall. Now don't try it, it's gonna hurt, but he makes you feel like you can run through a brick wall. But then when you go to the back, you change out of your gear, it's a completely different human under the metahuman. How do you balance that dynamic of complete high intensity to just this of just straight? Yeah, it's cool. You know what I
I
mean?
must I must say two things. One, I think because I play football and basketball, but more so football, you gotta have a certain intensity on a football field, right? You gotta have a confidence about you. You can't be no punk. You know, the team could be losing 35-0, but you can't be no punk out there. So you have this bravado, like, oh, we losing, but we may come back. It's like it's 2 minutes left, so y'all ain't gonna score. You know what I'm saying? But I think that I can't come home with that bravado in high school. My mom, what I'm saying? She don't cut it short. You know, so I think doing that so much through high school and in college, I kind of like did the same thing. I would separate quick. I didn't have the same friends of people that was on the football team. My friends was way different. You know what I'm saying? Like I kicked it with everybody, band geeks, like everybody, like library nerd, people, like everybody. If I found you cool, like we kicked it. You know what I'm saying? But some of my teammates probably would have done that. But so I would separate, and when I started wrestling, the beautiful thing that happened in 2017, my kid was born. So obviously when I come home, with my daughter Jade, when I come home, I can't be that intense side of Duke. I have to be the loving side of Duke. So like, because she don't know that daddy just got thrown through a table or daddy just hit somebody over their head with a chair or that I'm bleeding when I'm walking through the door because I got busted open, like and my stick or my band-aid's coming off. Like she don't care about none of that. All she wants is me to be around her and love her. So once I come in, it's like different. So even when I leave the back, I transform. Like take that shit off, bro.
Yeah, I tried to run into a wall. When I saw y'all at Ashay, I was like, ooh, and I was like, bitch, you can't do that. You can't do none of
I think I
that.
jumped over a chair.
You did. You did.
A row of chairs, I jumped over those joints.
I was like, you too damn
I
big to be
know.
doing that.
Also,
Okay.
if you seen our entrance, you see how we are. That's the dynamic. You know what I mean? I'm the guy that'll run through the wall, but Gann is the guy that's gonna walk around to the back, strategize, and when you run out through the exit while I'm chasing you, he's gonna be there to trip you and look at you like, why you running, fool? You know what I'm saying? But I'm the guy that's like, I'm gonna tear this house down looking for you. You know what I mean? And that's just me. That's the dynamic.
It's perfect.
So you talked about kicking it with a bunch of different type of people. The one thing that can unify a bunch of different kind of people is this wrestling thing,
And that's
right?
exactly what it was.
Do you still get a chance to, because once you know how the sausage is made, pause, like people really get turned off or they get too smart and they don't get a chance to, like, do you get a chance to enjoy just kind of like watching wrestling still?
Yeah, but uh, I don't watch it as much. I think that's why I still enjoy it when I do watch it, because I don't watch it like I used to when I was, a little younger. And when I first started, I think I watched it a lot more, right? But now I watch it when I want to see something. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see what I watch and see the bloodline situation and see, all right, see where this is going. And I like tap in 3 months down the line, or I tap in 3 months down. Oh, it's WrestleMania come up, so I'm gonna tap in the last show of Raw, then I'm gonna tap in to the build up, watch all the little documentaries and stuff, and then boom, WrestleMania. And I'm excited. Now I'm a fan again. I watch. There's three shows I'll watch: WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Elimination Chamber. Sometimes Royal Rumble, but Royal Rumble be too long for me. For some reason,
Word.
it feels like it's a long show. Um, but yeah, those are the three. Royal Rumble be like fourth, But for me, it's always or I see somebody that I bang with, maybe on the other channel, AEW, and I'll be like, oh, he's doing this, or I'm gonna tap in and be lit. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, oh, this is fire. But I think that's why, because I don't watch it as
That's smart. Because watching it too much, you get too tapped in, you get drained.
much.
'Cause it's on every single damn day.
There's so much wrestling on TV, which is good because at one point it was
It
it
was
was
only
just
one show, one or
just a
two
fad.
shows. Yeah. So kind of mashing fandom and being a wrestling together, right?
Yeah.
Now as a singles competitor that we are so happy to see grow and shine, past wrestlers, who would have been your dream match that you could wrestle as a singles competitor right now?
Oh man, dream match. I got a couple.
This your show.
Razor Ramon,
Mhm.
like Razor Ramon, not Scott Hall. Razor
No.
Ramon. Because when he was Razor, he was still working at Scott, but he was working at Razor. Um, I'll say Shawn Michaels because he'll make me look good. Uh, I'll say Brett. I'll say Booker T.
Thank you. I was hoping you was gonna say Booker T.
I'll say for me right now, my dream match, Bobby Lashley.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Right now, like in the sense of this, this could happen. Not in the sense of like, man, of course I would love to wrestle. You know what I mean? Bob Backlund or something to learn something. Which I met Bob Backlund, and so I got a funny story about Bob Backlund, but they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But like if I like cats that like, you know, like I said, Scott Hall, you know what I mean? That was one of my favorite wrestlers. Hurt when he passed away. Still trying to
Sick.
live like this is weird. You know what I mean? I still walk through the locker room doing the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? I always walking like when I'm walking through a bunch of people, I always do that. But and I never talked to him when all hurts. I never spoke to him, but
Mm.
like spoke to him like because I was a trainee when I saw him. You know what I mean? I wasn't even supposed to be at this show, but he was there. And he sat right beside me, and I was just like, oh shit.
Yo, is there
Yeah.
so first, two parts again, sorry. First, is there a tag team answer to that question? And also, is there anybody that shocked you that was like, yo, I'm tapped into y'all and y'all are dope? Is there anybody like that that surprised you?
Yeah, so I'm answering the first one, the tag team. So unfortunately, our list is crazy small, right? We don't wrestle a lot of people on the way up and on the way back down. Once we wrestled the Hardys, it became difficult to find a team that was like that.
Mm.
And the team that was, we got to get them, was the Briscoes.
Mm,
And there was another one of those hurt pieces. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And still, I was ready to quit. Like, what's the point? You know, I came in this to wrestle the people that I want to wrestle. What's the point?
Yeah.
And I would say that, but right after them would be FTR, uh, Bobby Lashley, and with the Hurt Syndicate. I would say that because we got business, we got people in there that that connect with us. Like MVP helped us out a lot, instrumental in our career. But yeah, it would be those teams, man. Like we already wrestled, we wrestled Private Party, we wrestled, we wrestled so many people, we wrestled the Guns already. Like we wrestled so many people, like. But so it's like it's a shorter list now. It's more like legacy.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Legacy stuff. Like, yeah. But we wrestled the Outrunners. I'm thinking about the people we wrestled that's on television. I'm like, wrestle the Outrunners, we wrestled the infantry. You know what I mean? I can keep going.
One of my favorite matches
keep going.
ever on the Indies.
This is stupid. It's
Y'all's
stupid,
chemistry. If y'all never seen the infantry versus TME, like they've wrestled. I think that was what, your third match at Ashe, or was it your second?
Second.
Watch that match if you get a moment.
No, that was our first.
Was that
it was the first Ashe. It was the first Ashe.
I thought y'all wrestled before that too.
We wrestled at OW Ohio. We wrestled in Ohio.
OVW.
Oh yeah, something. I don't know.
Yeah, that chemistry.
Yeah, we wrestled in Ohio.
Watch that match if you get a chance. And then what was he like? Who did you find out like really was tapped into y'all that y'all was like, you watch us? That really.
I'm not gonna mess up the brother's name. I'm gonna try. Save.
The dude that does the kip up after the slam.
No.
What's about?
He wrestles with Treehouse.
Yeah. I can't pronounce his name either. I know exactly who you're talking about. How you pronounce it?
Yeah, his name is XTHDAY XDay on Instagram. But I'm high, all right? the brother save. Someone's gonna fuck me up about this.
And I'm fine. That's fine.
But
his Cam doing his thing. I got you.
All right. So anyway, when I met him and he told me, like, yo, we banged with y'all, it was like weird. He's like, yo, I banged with y'all. It was weird. It's strange. I was like, y'all watched you. Even though I have problems saying his name.
It's okay.
But he's fire. He's a dope wrestler. He gonna see me and I'll tell him like, bro, I couldn't get it out.
He'll pronounce it. It's all right. But it's interesting because you guys, and this is a Duke Davis episode, but it would be, I would be remiss to not talk about TME because that is how we've grown to love Duke Davis. It's interesting to see how many people that are so respected in wrestling that respect you guys, and how not just because you guys are wrestlers, if that makes sense. When you see you guys, you like this. If these are some guys I want to see beat up other people, how does it feel for you to know that you have that kind of respect from different locker rooms, not just your home promotion, but different locker rooms? You have that respect.
I guess it's something that we really just worked on. It's not something we went and thought about, like we want respect from the locker room. Mm-hmm. We just carried ourselves like professionals. Like we're on time, we're clean dressed, clean shaven, or whatever. But not clean shaven, kind of rugged, But we're professionals. We show up on time. We ask, we take promo pictures, we cut promos, we go, give information out to the announcers and things like that. We ingratiate ourselves, help out where need be, and I think people seeing us do that same thing everywhere we go, that it just became like, I had someone tell me, they said, yo, when we see y'all walk into the building, it's like, yo, TME here, get your shit. You know what I mean? Like they stand up straight. They kind of like pull their shoulders back. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I don't know why. Like I'm not even. I don't know. I don't get it. But I had other people even tell me the same thing. Like, yo, you get respect in locker rooms, and I'm just like, man, it's not something I think about. But I guess it's because of the work. We come in, we make sure our gear is good, our boots is good, things of that nature that people really care about, and we just go do our job, and we come back and kick it, and then we go home. Like we don't. You're not gonna hear too many stories of TME cutting up at an after party or something like that. I got my own crib to cut up in. I got my own liquor. I got my own. You know what I mean? So
Real.
maybe that's why. But also like you added to the fact is like we're 6'5", 280 pounds.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, I
did it.
guess
Yeah, it was
it's
that nigga right there. You can't miss him.
yeah, I mean it's kind of hard. Like we can't hide from it, but it's just like
And then it's two of them. The Twin Towers,
yeah.
them niggas. It was them. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we literally have the same cut almost like suits and everything. Like it's dumb. It's really stupid.
So
Same
if
size shoe.
God.
so if you are cutting up at your crib and you pour
Yeah,
your little drink and you
yeah,
chilling out, or
yeah.
or you cutting up, right? What's on the playlist? What's the 5 songs that you like? Yeah, this is my jam. You know what I'm saying? What are the jams that you playing when you kicking back?
Like right now, I'm listening to the whole Clutch album, the whole Let God Sort Them Out right now. That's all I can hear when you ask that question. I'm literally hearing Malice on one side and Push on the other side. The clips is like TNE is what I'm saying.
Yes.
So the music that I listen to, like when I'm chilling, man, it can go from Al Green to Marvin Gaye. It could go to Stain. I don't have a certain playlist I want to tap into. This depends on my mood. It could be Keith Sweat. It could be. I don't like new R&B stuff, but when I'm
Mm.
chilling, it's R&B. You know what I mean? It's R&B or what I'm saying, maybe some reggae in there, but like mostly Bob Marley or Sizzler or something like that. Like it ain't gonna be nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? I like to we get into the mood. Like I want the mood to go easy. You know, I want everything to flow right. You know what I mean? And things happen where they need to happen. I don't want nobody listening to DMX getting all crazy.
Yeah, that's
You
crazy listening to
know what I
DMX in
mean?
the house drinking something
Hey,
different.
Yeah, like
wait,
hey yo,
hold.
son.
I know.
Sometimes,
Hey yo, dog.
sometimes you throw on this dark and hell is hot, and Earl get to speaking to you. God dang it,
Not Earl came out. Oh Lord.
that's his name. Shout out to Earl Simmons.
Two Earls.
RP Earl.
Yeah, word.
The biggest
But
Earl.
yeah, man, I'm a chill dude. Like I love hip hop. I do, and I got like a vast palette, man, of music that I like. But hip hop is definitely number one. So that's yeah, I'm always gonna put on some Jay or something like that, some Biggie, some Pac, of course, his favorite rapper. You know, those are the three I throw on for sure.
Now, when you trying to really like let loose, now this is he to ask you about it in the house after you done got done beating people up. When it's time for you to go out with the bros,
Oh,
what drink are you starting this night off with, and
oh.
how was it ending?
Well, let me see. When I normally go out, man, I'm normally like taking shots of tequila, or I'm drinking some. Probably gonna be for me. It's gonna be Crown Peach on the rocks. I don't need nothing else. So I'm probably taking shots and I'm
Look at
drinking
this man.
Crown Peach. What you got over there?
It's all cream,
All crown.
and they
Oh,
all liquor.
oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's
Nah,
what
that
I'm
one
talking
back there
about.
full. That one
Yeah,
right there is
man.
full.
Yeah, I'm a brown liquor type of guy. Like, yeah.
I can
And it
tell.
treats me right the next day. So
That's the
that's
fact.
the part.
Because we done got to the age, we ain't trying to deal with no hangovers. I don't want to deal with no headache, my stomach tripping. I want to drink my drink, feel good. I want to get right here. I don't want to go past
Right.
here. It's right
Right.
here. And then we're going to go to bed. And that's the end of
Right.
the night. And we're
And I
done.
need because I need to wait. I need to make sure I'm able to get up and do things with the kids and vodka and stuff like that. I used to drink gin back in the day.
Ooh, wee.
I can't do none of that no more. It's all and it's certain. I got it's Crown Peach or like Crown, you know what I mean, or Rebel 100 for my whiskey drinkers and stuff like that. But like tequila, it's gonna be Casamigos or Patron. That's where I'm at with it.
Dangerous combination. I don't like none of that. You take that tequila stuff. Brown is it. That's it. That's all you get from me.
They
People
got
don't.
brown tequila.
I don't want it.
They do
Okay.
got brown tequila. It's pretty good too. They got tequila now that tastes just like coffee.
Whiskey, bourbon, a cognac. I'm a cognac queen. Okay.
Mm.
Want to see me get loose? Cognac. That's how
Yeah,
you
we want
put
to
that on
get
the
loose.
relax. So, relax.
You said it.
Lovely drink like a
You
nigga
asked
named
the
Laveau
question.
or Tavares.
You can't
You
you
saw
can't ask
me.
that type of question and not expect a response.
I'm just saying, like, everybody got that certain drink that's gonna do what it need to do. Kavase is it for me. Fam saw me when we was at the last Ashe show. We had Crown, and I got a shot, and he was like, "You not gonna sip that?" I was like, "No." And he was like, "All right." that's just how I
I
drink.
respect it.
If I'm a drink, I'm a drink. Okay, that's where
I
it's at.
feel you. I feel you. She said, "No, I'm taking this all down."
Yeah, because we got some shit to do after this. Anyway, something that people don't know about you is that you used to bodybuild.
Yes.
How long did you do that? And are you thinking about getting back into it? Any competitions coming up that you're thinking about?
You know, I did that because I was bored with my body and I needed it. I just needed to test myself. I do things to challenge myself, right? So I picked that to challenge myself, and I was wrestling at the time when I did it.
Mm.
But yeah, I did 3 shows, 2 that I was able to do. 1 show I forgot to check in, so I was cut up for no reason. So I would say I did it for the past 4 years. So yeah, I probably will do a show in 2026.
Okay, we'd love to
Yeah.
see it. And you ain't showed us that belt yet. We want to see that belt.
Oh, it's been hotter. You know what I mean? You got to make the big reveal right
Oh, we
there.
got to pull that baby out. Look at that.
You know what I mean?
Ooh, wee.
Hold on, let me get it right.
Big champ.
I call her Becky. Oh, Becky O.
What a name.
That was my grandma's name.
Oh,
Well, my grandma's nickname from my granddad. He called her Becky O. So I call my belt Becky O.
that's a nice belt. That's a nice
You
belt.
know?
Now I know you got some
Yeah.
heavy matches coming up. What are you looking forward to on this run?
This run, I am this legacy shit right now for me right now in the game. Like I'm at a point where I'm not chasing any letters. Right now I'm just trying to cement what I already done, who I am. That can never be changed. It can never be redone. That can never be remixed. Like you want to do Davis, you go get do Davis. You know, you want TME, you go get TME. You want Gannon, you get Gannon. There's no Gannon like. There's no Duke Davis like. And I think this, for me, is going to cement that because I have plans on doing everything possible to defend this thing in the right way. And yeah, ain't no stopping. And this is about cementing legacy, you know, because I don't know how many more years I got left in the knees, but for the ones I have right now, the days I have right now in front of me, I'm knocking everything down. So good luck to anybody that faces me in that ring because it's gonna take a lot to beat me.
Word.
It took a lot to before, you know what I mean? It took a lot for me to get here. It took a lot. It was a road. It's a journey, yo. You talked about it, and I don't mind talking about it. Hold on, I'm gonna put her down.
Put her
Put
down.
back
Let her rest.
put back over here, you know. I don't mind talking about it, you know. 2023, my wife passed in March 1st. So my life had like got turned upside down, and I didn't think about wrestling. We had shows that was already booked that we had, and I just did them. If you ask me anything about those shows, I can't tell you anything. Only thing I remember is at my very last one, they played a video, and it was I remember seeing Matt Hardy on the video, and I remember that night he hit me up. He told me, you know, just basically just you're gonna be good. It's gonna hurt. But he said my father went through the same thing, and he raised two good men. And he was like, my dad was my inspiration. He was like, you're gonna be an inspiration for your daughter and future kids or whatnot. He was just like, I believe in you. And aside from wrestling as a man, I felt that. And sometimes I go back and read it every now and then. But when that happened, something in me left, and then something in me was starting to rise. And the thing that I believe that started to rise was one thing was called like, it's basically like, yo, I got this mindset of I'm worrying about 24 hours where I have right now, but I'm also planning for the future. But everything that counts right now is I'm in the moment. So when I'm in the moment that I never was in before, I don't get upset about little things I can't control. And in this business, sometimes you can't control getting signed, or you can't control who likes you or anything like that. Only thing you control is yourself. When I learned that, and I have this resolve now, that sometimes I would think back to things that would piss me off, and I kind of laugh at it, like, you didn't ain't tripping on that no more, you know. So this journey has been more about soul searching for me before I even get to the ring. The ring is the easy thing. Wrestling is the easy part. Before I thought wrestling was the hard part, but everything else, life is the hard part. Once you get in that ring, it's like, this is easy. You know what I mean? This is ordained. This is what you've been doing. And I had it flipped for a while, but my priorities got shifted. And now I see things clearly. Now I'm like, yo, I'm wrestling at a point right now where I'm free. And it feels good to be free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if
I'm
anything
sure.
happened on my break, it was learning myself.
Yeah, I'm sure something like that makes you think of legacy and what comes next. And I guess my question would be, what out of the things you've done, the things you've accomplished, in this thing we all love, what is it that you want people to remember most? Like, what is that Duke Davis legacy that whatever you gave to the game, you gave it, and you know what I mean, people will know you, love you, and know you for it.
Oh man, that I treated everyone the exact same. Like, if I love you, I love you. You know, I don't see a guy that's starting out as training. I don't look at him like, go get me some, go get my bag or something like they're smaller than me. I talk to them like I would talk to the owner of the promotion. I talk to everybody the exact same. It's the same exact experience. I'm just being me, and I want everybody else around me to feel good when they see me. I don't want nobody to shudder. So I crack jokes when I'm in the building, wherever I'm at, and I treat everybody the same. You know, um, that's pretty much it, man. Like, I'm a laid back dude, and like I don't like getting rah rah. So like for me, is this I just treat everybody like I would want this. You know what I mean? But I seen when I was training, I like the cool guys to come over to you like, hey, what's going on? How training going? Other than the guys that see you and like breeze past you, even though you at the door. You know what I mean? But I always attracted to the guys and girls that took a second to talk to you. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's pretty much I think that's me. Like, I talk to everybody. It don't matter. Every kid, every fan, like, lovely watch me.
Yeah.
Every fan, every single person got the experience they wanted. I wasn't tired. I wasn't this, that. I stayed there until from the oldest to the youngest. You know, that's just me. And one thing I do want to say for me, I'm gonna take from my legacy. I was 36 years old when I had my WWE tryout. I was 36, and I always think about that. Like, You in here outrunning 20-year-olds.
Mm.
They straight out of college. They straight out the NFL combine. They straight from uh basketball courts. They straight from, modeling on IG or whatever have you. But you doing it. And they watching you, man. They're a fan of you. They following you on Instagram. 36 years old when they said it was a young man's game. I got the email. I was 36. So let's keep pushing. Let's keep going. You never know. You never know.
It has been an amazing thing to be able to watch in the time that I've been a fan. Um, just watching you grow, watching Gannon grow, watching the tides turn, watching the ups, watching the downs, as hard as they were to watch, but to see you at a mental place of peace, given everything in the world that's going on and just life doing its thing, and matching your peace with your work and seeing you're at a point where you've worked so hard for, and that trust has been given to you and that loyalty has been given to you by the company, and not just your home company, but everywhere that you've worked, you don't hear anything negative about Duke Davis, Gannon Jones Jr. So that lets us know real niggas is still winning, guys. If anyone needed something to pick them up and some motivation, don't let the internet fool you. Real niggas are still winning. And saying that, it is me saying thank you so much for gracing us with your presence here. You didn't have to do it, but you did, and we appreciate you so much. Where can the people find you? What last words do you want to leave the people here? And what is Duke's Davis' next challenge?
Duke Davis next challenge for me. My next challenge is getting booked on Mania. Uh, my goal is 3 shows.
Mm.
We've never done 3 shows. We only done the top is 2. My goal is 3 shows and 3 prominent position shows. That's the challenge because for a while I felt like we was getting blackballed,
Mm.
but I took that veil off and I was like, you know what? Don't even think about it like that. 3 shows on Mania is my goal. Is the challenge for me. I would say this also. The other thing about what's next with Duke, I don't know because right now my mindset is August 9th and getting out there and showing the world that I belong again because I need that. Um, my lasting legacy is going to be somebody that not only overcame but fought through and kept going. Everything ain't gonna be great. It's not gonna be great days. That you have to make it great. You know, uh, I keep moving. I keep going. I don't stop. And on top of that, I always say stay hungry. You know, stay hungry, stay humble. Where you come from. Don't ever feel like you fed. Feel like you got too much for it. You got too much. Or feel like you more than the next person. Like, nah, stay hungry. Because when you're hungry, you fight. Um, you fight for what you want. And one thing I want to tell people, yo, always, always come with compassion first instead of like anger. Try to be compassionate to your fellow man, to your fellow person. Come with compassion because you never know what someone's going through.
Mm.
That day may be their last day. That day may be
Mhm.
your last day. So always remember at least about a lasting feeling. You always remember how someone made you feel, not what they did for you, but how they made you feel. Um, Top of that, man, if you want to check me out, you want to follow me, you can follow me on X, Duke Davis TME. That's DukeDavisTME. And that's also on Instagram, Duke Davis on Facebook. I deleted my so you can't follow me there anymore. But if you find it,
I hate it here.
Oh.
How did we
I feel like we cutting that whatever that noise is you just made, dude. We're cutting that out. We're gonna use that.
No, we not. We leaving
Yeah,
that
that we using that.
Like, hello.
Yeah, we use that.
I meant like TikTok. I didn't.
I was the same. Yeah, TikTok dude, they was seeing me. You know.
You just put a D on it.
All right.
Yeah, you know, TikTok, you don't stop.
This is why we don't do this show on a weekly basis anymore. Thank you so much for stopping through our house, letting us talk to you. It was more than a pleasure. Yeah, I you threw me off. I was doing good. People don't get me, but you got me.
These are always my favorite moments.
Boy, fuck you. Go ahead, tell the people who you are.
Ill fam 79. I'm the one on the screen that's not blushing. You know what I'm saying? You catch me 8:35 live every Thursday night on the Black Rasslin YouTube page, where I am currently the predictions champion. I'm the forever champion, and I'm holding this for the PAWDC champion of Homegrown Built. Shout out to my guy Anthony. And that's Ilfam 79. Follow, hit them follows, right? And then listen, be respectful, but I may not be.
Turn that shit up. And as always, it's your girl, Lovely Laveau. You can find me everywhere at It's Lovely Laveau. Same thing, same person, ain't never gonna change. We appreciate you guys for stopping in with us because, as always, we are something else. Bye.
Oh, shit! Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else, nigga.